Just about ice it. Detroit has one timeout left. Here we go.
Okay, this is absolutely inexcusable.
I got you. Oh. Stop. Go to the bench.
Whoa.
Wow, Rick Mahorn pushed away Lisa Leslie, who fell backwards onto the court, and then Milton Jones hit Mahorn in the back.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Outside the Playbook. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around to the end of the video to check out the new trailer I'm about to drop for the NBA What If docuseries I am dropping this Saturday, featuring Tim Duncan and Tracy McGrady. But in this episode, we're going to talk about the Sun versus the Fever and what took place in the game the other day. And you know what? There's a lot of people talking about what the WNBA needs to do to get things under control, what the WNBA needs to allow and not allow to happen during games, and all the technicals and the physicality and all this other stuff. If it's not what took place in that clip I just showed you, WNBA ain't got nothing to worry about. Nothing whatsoever. They act like that's what's happening every single game, and it's not. I got a couple clips, all right? Because there's a couple things I do want to touch on. Some things that'll help some of the players out, all right? Especially Caitlin Clark and maybe Sheldon a little bit, help them out. Let's talk about what actually transpired in the game starting midway through the third quarter, all right, with Caitlin Clark and Sheldon mixing it up.
The Fever, midway point, third quarter. Sheldon
got poked in the face, got a little upset. Shove. She gets knocked to the ground.
Now gets in Sheldon's face.
Okay,
Caitlin Clark
okay, it's getting a little heated, a little contested. At this point, they're starting to pull away a little bit, 55-45.
Both in the same draft class last year.
I do got to say that is also an element to this. It can be an element where the animosity or the physicality and all the history from NCAA can transfer over. Iowa and Ohio State, Big Ten teams don't really rock with each other. All right, so those matchups were probably heated. So these 2 point guards have a history, and they're probably mixing it up once again. All right, that could be an element to this, but I didn't see anything too crazy, right? Playing defense, Caitlin Clark got clamped up, accidentally got poked in the eye. Of course, she's going to react to it. Her teammates, seeing the reaction, albeit I'm talking about the Connecticut Sun teammates, seeing what happened, stepped in, they did their job.
It's getting spicy.
I like it,
Indiana.
I like it. I like the physicality.
And
I like the defense.
And J.C. Sheldon and Caitlin Clark just going at it all game. Watch when Caitlin Clark is trying to create some space. It looked like she just got hit in the eye there.
Okay.
Ooh, and Marina Mabry, I missed.
Okay, Mabry came in, sat Gurley down. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I like it. You seen your teammate get shoved. You seen your teammate get walked up on. You react. I like it all.
One, Edona.
Oh, I missed that one too.
Listen, my sister right here, all right? How you walk up with the finger wag and Shorty walk up standing on business. Not used to seeing that. Get it right the next time, all right? But on to the next clip where things really got picked up, because if you noticed in this clip right here, somebody is missing off of the basketball court. Not there, not there. Not there, there, or there. So she must still be on the bench. You know who I'm talking about. Let's go on to the next clip.
All right. Here it's Clark.
All right. Now you up 20. Now you're going to talk your talk even more with a little bit of you like that. All right. Shout out to Kirk Cousins. Oh, turn on her heel quick. Turn on her heel quick. They talking. They jawing at each other. Now, this is important. Once again, everybody is doing their job. Everybody. Caitlin Clark Somebody said something to her. She responded. Now she going to get the crowd involved. Listen to what's happening, all right? Now everybody's standing on their feet. 20-point blowout. They know what it is, right? She's getting the crowd involved. Now the assistant coach is going to step in and reel CC in. Get her back to the bench. Get her locked back in on the game. Everybody's doing their job, but Sophie Cunningham is going to clock in just a minute, all right? Let's keep this rolling.
20-point lead. Caitlin Clark with a few words with J.C. Sheldon and keeping the crowd engaged.
Reel her back in, get her back to the bench. Cut all that off. Everybody's doing their job. I love it. I love it. You like that? You like that? Hey, man.
Competitive fire.
But Sophie Cunningham is on the court now, and she ain't get her lick back.
Sheldon comes up with the steal.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right. She sees who has the ball. You never turn your back on a fast break when you're the only one back. Never. And look at the way she's positioned and look at her hands. Hands low. She has no intention of going for the ball. Come here. Now, Sheldon stood up. Sophie already closed the distance and grabbed hold of her. It's not a good thing. That's not a good spot to be in. All right? Got a hold of you tight. Hemmed you up. Hemmed you up first. Hemmed you up first. That's tough. That's tough. Hemmed you up. All right. Okay. Now, two things I want to touch on. All right. Clip number one. Caitlin Clark, star player. Targeted. Everybody knows for a fact, physically, you not like that. All right, physically. All right, you can take a hit going to the rim. All right, cool. But you don't really want no smoke. Everybody knows that. Next clip, I want you to pay close attention. It's a throwback, but it still works. All right, throwback, but it still works. Mighty Ducks, D2. Roll. Yep. This is Caitlin Clark right here. Intimidated. Backing up. Physically wants no confrontation, right? Gonna clear that up. Not that last part. We don't need it. All right. Now, I would have put some Clarissa Shields clips in there, but baby steps. All right. Next clip is important because Sheldon, you got taken down. Sophie Cunningham closed the distance. Then you got hemmed up. All right. Her hands was ready. Yours were not. So we got to talk about this. All right. Wanderlei, Sonnen. Let's talk about it.
Please stop.
I can't let you get close.
Okay, so let's talk about this aspect. Two-hand shove. He felt him close at a distance, backed him up. All right, backed him up and got ready. Okay, once you back him up and get ready, you gotta be able to read the situation. They throwing punches, we wrestling. What's gonna happen? All right. In this situation, he knew he was gonna throw one. You gotta be ready. Dodge it. Get to the body. Takedown. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley. Let's rewind it from the top.
Like you.
Please stop.
I can't let you get close. Can you hear me?
All right. Weave, takedown. And this is important because nobody really wants to fight. It's basketball. Okay? Once you get them in the clinch, all right? Everybody's going to rush in and break it up, all right? But you cannot let them close the distance and then hem you up like that. That's embarrassing, all right? This is what the WNBA needs to be doing, all right? Teaching these girls how to fight. Because guess what? You're going to be doing a lot of pushing and shoving, and just one day, Somebody might throw a punch. We don't know. But you got to be ready for everything. This is not going to destroy the WNBA. All jokes aside, all right? This is all entertainment. Nobody really wants to fight. It's competitive fire. Competitive nature kicking in and taking over. Sometimes we do things we don't truly mean. We don't truly mean, certain things we say in between the lines. It comes out, all right? But we leave it between the lines. The problem comes in when you have an enforcer like Sophie Cunningham and your star player and your point guard gets knocked to the ground like that. You make note. All right, I'm going to get my lick back. Shout out to Udonis Haslem. Same situation. Dwayne Wade got hit. Haslem had some words with Tyler Hansbrough right across his face. Sometimes that takes place in the game of basketball. That's why they are called enforcers. And the WNBA, all these WNBA teams, need to start investing in enforcers for situations like that. They've been talking about Caitlin Clark being getting knocked around, pushed to the ground. They signed Sophie Cunningham. We see the results. Stay off my point guard. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around to check out the video trailer of NBA What If featuring Tim Duncan and Tracy McGrady. That's one more for the good guys.
Time. Space. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if?